Hey everyone, it's Marty Harger. I'm the co-author of this book, The Essential Yoga Program, that helps you introduce doTERRA essential oils to your yoga community. It's a series of monthly workshops that invite you to introduce up to 6 essential oils aromatically, topically, and internally. And in the book, we give you suggestions on sequencing, which oils to use when, how to apply them with students, etc., as well as ideas on marketing your classes and workshops, and how to support the practice that you love by sharing doTERRA essential oils with other people. I just came back from the doTERRA 2025 convention, and I have been such an advocate for the program that's called the Healing Hands Foundation. If you're not familiar with that, it's doTERRA's nonprofit 501c3. It's a program that allows us as wellness advocates and wholesale customers of doTERRA to donate some money and or buy products that the money goes to the farmers, the growers, the harvesters, and the distillers around the world in the locations where we get our essential oils. This is part of what's called the co-impact sourcing. It's where we do things on our side of the world to help donate or create funding to support projects that are happening in these rural communities and villages. Things like water systems, things like helping the people in the area to have good schools for their children, to have medical clinics and access to just some of the fundamental aspects of medical care. There are so many great things that doTERRA does, and you can be a part of that in sharing the story of the Healing Hands Foundation in your yoga classes. It would be a fantastic theme to bring in at this time of year as we start moving towards Thanksgiving and the end of the year holidays. They have a great brochure called Impact, which actually teaches you how to teach a class about the Healing Hands Foundation. And I think that this is an important message. All of us want to be a part of something that really makes a difference in this world, right? It's why we teach yoga. And it's because we want to help people get to a better place in this lifetime. 2 of the products that doTERRA uses that I love to share in class when I'm teaching the topic around yoga and the importance of serving the world, Seva, which is a concept that many of us bring into our practice and our teachings. There are 2 products doTERRA has. There is the Bulgarian Rose Lotion, which is a great thing to share with people at the beginning of the class, particularly as we're in this drier season of the year in many parts of the country, and it's cold out and people's hands are a little bit dry and chapped. The easiest thing to do is come around the room and give them a little squirt of, this beautiful rose lotion, have them rub their hands together, cup it around their nose, and take in the beautiful and gentle aroma of rose essential oil. It's the very rose essential oil from Bulgaria that I'm taking a group to go discover next June during the rose harvest and going to the doTERRA Terra Rosa distillation plant. So I'll talk about that another time, but just so you're aware, every dollar of this $20 bottle of lotion goes to the Healing Hands Foundation. So it's a great thing to purchase and to share with people. It's a lovely holiday gift, but a great way to introduce that to your students and make an impact for good is to tell them about the Healing Hands Foundation and how products like this can benefit people around the world. The second oil that I want to talk about today is in a roller. It is the Hope Blend. And many of you have heard about this because originally it was designed to help raise money to rescue people who have been in some situation where they have been kidnapped and or abused in their lives in ways that are horrible. And so the money from this and the details of how they can get help are literally inside the label. This blend is a fantastic combination of about 10 different essential oils. And I recently had an opportunity to share the Hope Blend during the Shavasana aspect of our Move for a Cause class at the convention, a yoga class that I taught to a group of about 300 people. This blend, the Hope Blend, is $25 and $10 of which goes to help survivors of different types of abuse. So, as well as to other causes that the Healing Hands Foundation is focusing on, including things like the water systems, the schools, the medical clinics. So I want you to recognize that there are ways you can introduce the doTERRA essential oils to your students. This is a beautiful blend to help bring light out of the darkness and have people put a little bit on their hands, rub their hands together, cup it around their nose, maybe put a little bit on their third eye. It's a beautiful, very complex blend with many, many oils in it, more than I could even name right now. I just want to say this one is fantastic. So you can get points for this too if you're interested in that kind of thing. But this oil, the Hope Blend, is a wonderful selection aromatically. It's easy to apply and share in the class, and it gets the message across about what we are doing with doTERRA when we use the oils to be able to encourage people around the world to live a healthier, safe, and more self-reliant life. The Healing Hands Foundation has lots of ways people can participate, and I just wanted to talk about that briefly. The information on it is on the website, healinghands.org, but you can make a one-time donation. You can have a program where you have a cause or a program that you're trying to raise money for. Maybe it's maybe you're doing something for a senior community. Maybe you're doing a program to help children that need mental health support. They will match whatever amount of money you raise with the matching program, which is fantastic. Many of us participate in this third way that doTERRA offers us to get involved with the Healing Hands Foundation, which is the 25 Collective. This is where we donate $25 a month that goes to these causes. And we've raised literally millions of dollars, even in this last year, just through those donations alone. Just amazing work is going on around the world. It's so exciting to see after all these years of building the interest in supporting others by giving a small donation. The final way is they have these 72-hour emergency kits, and they've been really helpful in communities that have had things like hurricanes and floods, fires. They send these kits, and they have great ways to work with just personal hygiene tools in little mini containers that people can have to have something to work with if they're staying in a shelter or something like that. And these kits are something you can buy, and they're also something you can request for a disaster in your community that you can help distribute. So back to this whole idea, the Essential Yoga program is really about introducing different aspects of doTERRA essential oils and products to students in your yoga classes and workshops. And every week I'm trying to give you some ideas of what it is you can do to keep it interesting for you and them, and give people a wider experience with what doTERRA is all about. I feel like this is so compatible with our yoga practices, and particularly with the Healing Hands Foundation, which is all about serving the world. doTERRA is committed to providing the best essential oils and helping the most people possible all over the world through their efforts with co-impact sourcing and working directly with the farmers, the harvesters, the growers, the distillers around the world, but also by supporting them and their communities to have a better life through programs that are funded by your purchases of these kinds of products, the Hope Blend and the Rose Lotion. I just encourage you to get creative about using and introducing the Healing Hands Foundation into your work in the coming weeks. This is a season of gratitude. It's a great time to be talking about helping others. And this is one way, with something as simple as a purchase of an essential oil blend, that you can make a huge impact around the world, as can your students. So I hope this was an interesting aspect to think about, and I'm wishing you all the best today. Namaste.